Hold on, because this is one of those outrage stories that expands beyond the actual incident. You've undoubtedly seen the posts about Linda Kozlowski and bikini pictures that are allegedly too bold and spark outrage. However, the majority of people are unaware that the anger is frequently fabricated. Captions that encourage quick, thoughtless reactions are its foundation. I'll explain why these posts go viral, why people become so passionate about swimsuits, and what the internet is actually doing behind the scenes if you watch this video through to the end. Let's begin with the fundamentals. A bikini is beachwear. It's there for the sun and swimming. When you visit a beach in real life, you'll see people in a variety of swimsuits, and no one will contact the police. On the internet, however, the same everyday item becomes controversy the instant a well-known name is associated with it. And that's the first indication that anything is wrong. Since the picture does not tell the whole story. The story is the response. This is how these pages function. They discover a picture, which may be brand new, ancient, or even the 10th time it has been reposted. They then include a title that expresses your feelings, such as shocking, outrage, or too bold. Reporting is not what that is. Emotions are being pushed by that. They use it as a kind of button to provoke debate in the comments. To feel ashamed, one side surges in. To defend, the other side charges in. Additionally, the page takes pleasure in the attention. However, why does this occur so frequently in bikini pictures? Because the internet's favorite topics, bodies, judgment, and control, are triggered by swimwear. When a woman is self-assured, it can make other people uneasy. Some people lash out because they are insecure. Some people believe that everyone should adhere to their rigid ideals. Some folks simply take pleasure in the drama. It becomes chaotic when so many people congregate in one comment area. Put celebrity culture on top of it. People frequently overlook boundaries while dealing with public figures. They speak as though the celebrity owes them a particular appearance, fashion sense, or degree of modesty. But life doesn't operate like that. Even a well-known individual is still a person. The fact that strangers are aware of their name does not make them any less human. They should still be free to visit a beach, unwind, and dress normally in swimsuit without making headlines. Let's also not overlook the deceptive nature of photographs. Everything is altered by lighting. Everything is altered by angles. Depending on where it was taken and how it was processed, a picture may appear more dramatic. A photograph may occasionally be cropped so that the context is lost. The new picture isn't always brand new. Additionally, because they are aware that the majority of viewers won't check, people occasionally distribute the photograph with a false narrative connected to it. All they'll do is respond and share. For this reason, I usually advise being cautious if a message claims to spark outrage. Instead of reporting it, the page frequently aims to incite indignation. They want you to feel like you are part of something significant. They want you to pick a side. Because you engage once you select a side. Additionally, the post is shared with additional people when you interact with it. How can one approach stories like this in a healthy way? Maintain a clear mind. Make straightforward inquiries. Is this news? Or is it merely a loud text on a picture of a beach? Is the picture dangerous? Or is this just a typical grown-up moment being handled like a scandal? It's usually the second one. To be honest, the way people speak is the greater problem. It has become too commonplace to publicly criticize bodies due to the internet. Individuals say things that they would never say in front of someone. Kindness is forgotten by them. They overlook the fact that comments can be read by a human. That harsh culture spreads even if the celebrity never sees them. It educates people to humiliate, make fun of, and be cruel for amusement. Here's my opinion. If someone is enraged by a bikini shot, it usually stems from within them rather than the swimsuit. There is no moral emergency with swimwear. It's not dangerous. It's not a scandal. It is merely beachwear.